Did you know that the New Age was created by Satanists as a new religion to control us, as in control the opposition, as in the powers that think they be were like, oh shit, the planet is raising its consciousness and awareness, people are waking up. How can we trap the ones that are breaking free from our control systems, which are so many different things, including religions? Not saying religions aren't true, but I can say that they are used to control humanity. I love the wisdom in religion. You can look at the Bible, Quran, Torah. You can look at it, for sure the Bible, you can look at it on one level. You can look at it on an astrological level, right? The fish, age of Pisces. In Judaism, the ram's horn, the curls that they have, that's Aries, age of Aries. And if you read the Bible, all these stories, a lot of times they're literally going through the zodiacs. So you can look at it on an astrological level, and you can look at it on another dimension of it. The Bible is on another dimension is just integrating. Remember, it's the Romans who are pagans, and we're like, okay, we need to shift to this new religion. So they just found ways to kind of merge the two. So on one level, it is pagan, pagan traditions merged, solar winter solstice, December 23rd, the sun worship, a lot of Ishtar, Easter, it's very pagan. Christmas, pagan holiday. So not saying don't do these things, just be mindful of their origins. And you can always do it your own way if you choose to do it. And another dimension that I'm very interested in, I'm about to create a course for, is sacred anatomy, right? So Jesus got crucified at 33. We have 33 vertebrae in our spinal column, raising the Kundalini energy up to 33 to the cerebrum. Look up Santos Bonacci, astrotheology, and look up Lifting the Veil, sacred anatomy. And you'll see how a lot of these statues and metaphors are all to do with our anatomy. There's a sacredness to our anatomy. There are sacred aspects, like the third eye is a sacred, pineal gland is sacred, the cerebellum sacred. All these parts within our beings, they have spiritual sides to them. And unfortunately, the Gnostics during Jesus' time, the Essenes, there's all these spiritual sects. The Cathars got completely wiped out, genocided by the Catholic Church. It's almost like the Catholic Church was like the Walmart of their time. And they were like, we need to take out all these small businesses. We're going to destroy the competition, eliminate them if we have to, so that all that is left are Whole Foods, Walmarts, and Amazons. And then what happens to the mom and pop shop that has sacred books that are no longer in print? They go out of business. So what happened to the Cathars? Look that up. Supposedly Mary Magdalene made the move to France and continued a whole lineage there. I think it's connected to the Merovingian bloodline, but I'm not sure. Cathars, look them up. What happened to them? Gnostics, who were they? What was their teachings? They were people who were before Jesus didn't create Christianity. They propped him up as a superhero. They made him beyond what he was to create, like, hey, our God is Superman. Who's your God? You know, some basic dude. Our God is a superhero. Better than all your gods. That creates ego. Creates, for some people, they're like, our God's better than yours. Because he was sold to us, promoted to us that way. And I don't believe there's a movement now trying to sabotage that he didn't even exist. I believe he existed, potentially. I believe he existed. I just feel they merged him with so many other things, but that doesn't take away from the fact that he was there. So look up Cathars, look up Gnostics. And it's so funny. It's so funny that, look up the Essenes. No one talks about the Essenes. Supposedly Jesus was an Essene. And it's so hilarious now that you talk about these people who are spiritual, who are seeking knowledge from all traditions, from Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism, from Buddhism, wisdom from India that goes way back. It's beautiful. And like I was thinking about Buddha the other day, how more accessible, like Jesus, hey, Jesus walked on water. Jesus said, everything I do, you'll do better. Have you seen someone walk on water lately? We should be able to do more than that. So this is why some of those stories need to really be dissected. Is it Jesus the man, or is it the sun reflecting its rays on the water that makes it look like it's walking on water? When are we talking about the S-O-N? When are we talking about the S-U-N? And how Buddha, I remember doing Vipassana, a 10-day meditation retreat that is based on Buddha's teachings and, well, Buddha's process, very technical process to achieve enlightenment. And what I loved about that is they were like, hey, this is what Buddha did till his dying day. He had a long lineup of people, and he figured out a process to go through the body, clear the sankharas, clear the kind of like negative karmic bubbles in our energy fields. And it's like, hey, this is what Buddha did. Here's your process to get to where he was. You know, I don't like this, you know, these teachers achieved levels you can only dream of, so put them on a pedestal. To me, what resonates more is these teachers left us a legacy for how we can. A teacher wants their student to be better than them, not from an ego place, but to surpass them, you know? And so we should technically have like a whole army of Jesuses right now. And in a way we do. We do have an army of Buddhas. We do have an army of Jesuses. But there's also a whole army of like hypocritical people missing the point. And imagine like we truly, like there are people out there, like when I was watching the Bob Marley movie and he was Rastafarian, it's so weird to me that like that Christians in Jamaica are looking down on Rastafarians when Rastafarians follow the teachings of Jesus and believe that there's a lineage that goes from King Solomon all the way to Haile Selassie, can't say his name, who was an emperor in Ethiopia. And I'm like, why is there not a lot of information about this person? it's just so funny that it's the same teachings, like same root teacher, and they're frowned upon, looked down upon, and they're both following the same teacher. So funny to me. Okay, I thought I had a general point I was trying to make. Oh yeah, I'll have to do it in another video now. Love you guys.